Be in this heat race. Heat race number 1, you will have Russell Irwin. Right behind him, I want to keep an eye on Joey Polivoy out of Powhatan, Virginia. Polivoy has had a few rounds here at this racetrack, I guess you could say, even though he is a young driver. And car number 51 knows his way around. Also, Travis LaRoque, a driver from the Potomac Speedway, has been running frequently up here, Virginia Motor Speedway. Also has had a few impressive runs. He is a winner this season at Virginia Motor Speedway. But right now he's got that black number 55 of Jimmy Duncan right there in front of him. Going to have to try to get around him. And right now they're double file here on the front stretch with the signal being 1 to go until we go green flag. And we'll go green flag racing on your Budweiser Modifieds for heat race number 1 of 3 here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Don't forget, we are updating things on Twitter. If you want to shout out to someone in particular, you can always get us on Twitter. Only thing you have to do is post a comment, put the @ symbol, and then VA Motor Speedway. Tell us you're at Virginia Motor Speedway. We'll give you a shout out. We are on Twitter and on Facebook. Make sure you look us up and stay connected with Facebook and also Twitter. Your field makes their way around turns 3 and 4. It's going to be Nick Hoffman keeping it nice and slow down to the bottom of the speedway and off turn 4. The green flag will wave. Nick Hoffman will lead the field down to turn number 1. Russell Irwin going to try that high side. It's going to be Hoffman shutting the door at the top of the speedway in turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Joey Polivoy has issues, mechanical issues for the car 51. Off the pace for Joey Polivoy. He's going to bring it down to pit road. Looks like he is going to be out of heat race number 1. Meanwhile, down the front stretch, Nick Hoffman, still that car number 2, trying to pull away from Russell Irwin. Irwin trying the top side of the racetrack. Right now, it's only gotten him about 10 car lengths behind your leader. Don't forget Brian Dobie, though, with that car number 10. He's about 2 car lengths behind second as your field makes their way out turn 4 into the stride. Nick Hoffman being very smooth around the racetrack. I tell you, he's got about 8 car lengths. Now about 10 car lengths on Russell Irwin as they make the charge down the backstretch. Also, another top charger is going to be that car 55 of the black machine of Jimmy Duncan, who has made his way up to your 5th spot inside your top 5 with 3 laps on the board and 7 laps to go. You're watching your Budweiser Modified, Open Modified, heat race number 1 here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Meanwhile, down and out of turn number 4. It looks like Brian Dobie getting caught up in the cushion side of turns 3 and 4. Not exactly where it's going to be the fastest here tonight. He right now has Dina Groves in that GRS2 looking to the low side of that car number 10 as they make the charge down the backstretch. Most of the drivers pretty spaced out right now as they make their way off turn 4. Action right now for your 3rd spot. Dina Groves breaks it down to the inside. Has the full inside on Brian Dobie down at turn number 1. Still trying to get the pass underway, but Dobie just on a Sunday stroll up to the top side, and he's going to remain in that spot in 3rd as they make their way down to turn number 3. Leader right now still Nick Hoffman as he'll lead the field down to turn number 1 as the battle still continues for your 3rd spot. Looks like Dana Groves just can't get enough off the corner to try to complete that pass, but it will be Dobie at the top of the speedway kind of packing down that cushion. Nick Hoffman coming up on lap traffic right now. Turn number 4 just looks so smooth, or as smooth as you can look right about now in that car number 2. Looks like he'll have lap traffic of Skippy Johnson about ready to go 1 lap down as they make their way off of turn number 2. Russell Irwin really far back, holding on to second securely as they're coming around to put more laps on the board. It'll be 2 laps to go this time by for Nick Hoffman. Smoke bellowing out of the backside of Jimmy Duncan. He'll spin. And looks like there is going to be oil on the racetrack. Travis LaRoque, it was too much of a lazy spin for there not to be chemicals on the racetrack. So it looks like crew's going to have to go over there and look at turns 3 and 4 as they're looking for that green flag with only 2 laps to go. And it's going to be Nick Hoffman leading them around in that car number 2. Brian Dobie currently in 3rd. 4th is Dana Groves. Travis LaRoque rounding out your top 5. The green flag comes out this time. Nick Hoffman will lead us down the front stretch into turn number 1. Russell Irwin right there on the rear deck lid as they enter turns 1 and 2. Brian Dobie taking a look to the inside for the battle for your 2nd spot, but it will be Russell Irwin outpowering him on the high side down the backstretch. Still that battle going on, continuing for 2nd on the exit of turn number 4, but it will be the white flag for Nick Hoffman. Hoffman now with about 7 car lengths. The distance between first and second right there. He'll make the charge down the backstretch, and Nick Hoffman coming to Virginia Motor Speedway here this weekend and off turn 4 from the apex. It will be Nick Hoffman taking your checkered flag at heat race number 1. Car number 22 of Russell Irwin not being able to pull it off. It will be Brian Dobie in that car 10. Finishing 3rd. 4th, you'll find Dina Groves. Travis LaRoque in 5th. 6th is Craig Ramick. Skippy Johnson finishing 7th. 8th is Neil Hudgens. And 9th being Jimmy Duncan. So Skippy Johnson just making it your top 7 drivers. Nick Hoffman walking away with your victory in heat race number 1 after 10 laps the distance. Way out onto the speedway, starting in 1st. In car number 77, you'll find Dave Diffeball. Outside of row number 1, starting in 2nd, going to be car number 99B of Ricky Vaughn. Starting 3rd on the inside of row number 2, in car number 20, Carlos Aremilao. In 4th, car number 99W of Chris Arnold. Starting the inside of row number 3, in 5th, car number 28 of Tony Quaid. Starting 6th, car number 71 on the outside of row number 3, Paige Harrison. Starting 7th, in row number 4, car number 16 of Joe Bounds. Starting 8th on the outside of row number 4, car number 57 of Curtis Barracks. Starting 9th in car 05, Rich Marks, the inside of row number 5. Starting 10th on the outside of row number 5, car 01 of Francis Terrell. And starting 11th on the tail end of the field, going to be car 0 of Brandon Grither. Diffeball in car number 77 going to lead your pack nice and slow to the bottom side of turns 3 and 4. Right there next to the wall, they'll look towards your flagman. Heat race number 2 is underway, and Diffeball will lead them down to turn 1. With Ricky Bone on the outside in car number 99. Chris Arnold on the top side fell back through the field as he was trying to battle for your top 5 position. Now he's going to be stuck right now in 5th as he fell back quickly after that start. Meanwhile, back up to the front of the pack, you have car 77 of Dave Diffeball with about 2 car advantage over the car 99B of Ricky Bone. And then car number 20 of Carlos Aramilo in 3rd. Field pretty evenly spaced out now as they make their way down the front stretch. You can kind of see the entire field using the same line going into the corner, kind of a monkey see, monkey do situation. It is at the apex of the corner where you can see several of the drivers going their own way, and that's where a lot of the drivers are getting the speed as they launch off the corners, especially from the apex of turn number 2. That's where you're going to see the race 1 tonight. It does look like Ricky Bone trying even a higher line going down into turn number 1. That's going to do him a bunch of favors off turn number 2. He's now about 5 car lengths the distance between 1st and 2nd as he tries to chase down Dave Diffeball off turn 4. Ricky Bone now bringing it up to about 2 car lengths off turn number 2. Off turn number 4, it will be Bone trying to take a look to the inside of Diffeball. Lap traffic coming up, though. It will be Brandon Grither in that car 0. He will try to stay out of the way of your leaders as they're coming up strong on the backstretch right now. And caution flag is out. One driver, that's going to be Barracks off turn number 4 in car number 57. And also Tony Quaid, your top 4 drivers. So Diffeball back on the loud pedal as they'll make the charge down to turn 1. And already has about 2 car lengths, but now it looks like Bone's going to try that very low line off. I tell you, he has such amazing attempts off these corners. Look how low he gets down off 3 and 4. Just can't make it happen, though. Gets it 2 bound up. Almost falls right into the hands of that car number 20 of Carlos Ardemilo. And one driver going around on the exit of turn number 2. The caution flag will come up as trouble off turn number 2. Wayne Barracks was the cause of caution number 1. And now the car 05 of Rich Marks going to be the cause of caution number 2 on lap number 6. Command staff up here in the tower letting Diffball know to speed it up just a little bit. Going to be a very exciting start right here. The flagman already in full pose. Green flag is out now. We're back underway to see the last 4 laps of heat race number 2. For Diffball in car number 77, Bone car 99, Jaramillo in car 20, and also Tony Quaid, your top 4 drivers, as now the battle heats up for your 5th spot, as they're now evenly spaced out minus the battle for 5th, down to turn number 3. Very exciting so far here at Virginia Motor Speedway. I tell you, we've had so much fun today working with the Lucas Oil 8 Model Series. And to see these, see 3 wide off turn number 2, Francis Jarrell. He's got to be a little tense right now. Francis Jarrell probably has handprints on that steering wheel from over there in turn number 2 when he got 3 wide in the center, found himself in somewhat of a predicament. This time to go, it'll be 2 to go this time for Diffball in car 77. Ricky Bone in car number 99B, currently second. Carlos Jaramillo trying to find that low side on second, but now he backs off. It'll be evenly spaced out. Your top 3 drivers down to turn number 3. Jaramillo taking a look on second, still not close enough. Checkered flag is out this time. It will be car 77 of Dave Diffball, last year's champion of your open modified. He will win heat race number 2. It will be Ricky Bone in second. Third, you'll find a car number 20 of Carlos Jaramillo. And fourth, you'll find car number 28 of Tony Quaid. And a car number 99. In fifth of Chris Arnold. Paige Harrison, 6th. And 7th, Joey Bounds in car number 16. Rich Marks, Francis Jarrell, Brandon Grithers, and Wayne Barracks not making it. On the pole, in car 50, Eric Irwin. Outside of row number 1, starting second in car 5W, with new repairs to the left side of that machine, Dan Arnold. Starting third on the inside of row number 2, in car number 23, with a car owner of Renee Weeks, it will be the driver of Brett Hamilton behind the wheel. Starting fourth on the outside of row number 2, going to be car 36G of Brendan Galloway. Starting 5th, inside of row number 3, car number 48 of Lance Grady. Starting 6th, car number 8 of Gary Connor. Starting 7th on the inside, row number 4, Kerry Breeden in car number 6. Car 21 of John Ferguson, 8th. 9th, you'll find Kelly Samuels. J.R. Guy in 10th. Sorry for the quick rundown. Green flag is out. We're underway. Brandon Hamilton on the inside. Right now running in 4th, you'll find in front of him Eric Irwin. And Brandon Galloway trying to battle for your 2nd spot. Meanwhile, it's going to be the car number 5 of Dan Arnold. Of turn number 4, he will come around to lead lap 1. 9 more laps around, and he can find himself in victory lane. Didn't sound good for one driver. That was J.R. Guy in car 27, who didn't sound like his engine was up to par. He'll be slow off turn number 2. He is definitely off the pace. Meanwhile, back up front, off turn number 4, it's Eric Irwin chasing down Dan Arnold. Eric Irwin second. It will be Brett Hamilton in that pink and purple number 23 machine owned by Renee Weeks. That is her modified. He's running it here this weekend. Your Weeks Custom Cars sponsor number 23 machine. One driver almost making contact with the car number 8 and going straight into that outside retaining wall at turn number 1 between Kerry Brennan and also Gary Connor. Real close up there. It was Kerry Breeden in that car number 6 that shot straight up the racetrack last lap and almost clean took out Gary Connor. A good thing that did not happen. Off turn number 4 right now, your top 4 drivers have basically checked out. It's going to be Brandon Galloway in that car 36G, following Brett Hamilton. Right in front of him is that car 50 in second. of Eric Irwin, Dan Arnold, currently your leader, and they have all caught up to him. It's going to be 4 laps to go this time by for that car number 50. And 5, Dan Arnold and Eric Irwin, your top 2 drivers as they make their way down to turn 1. Irwin trying the top side of the speedway, getting on the cushion just slightly, trying to figure out where that car is going to work best. He's trying to find a way around Dan Arnold. Nicely done off turn number 2, but not going to be fast enough to try to catch up to the Trekland of Dan Arnold as they'll make the charge down to turn 1, all to the top side, or as high as they can go without getting on the cushion. I tell you, Eric Irwin trying that high line off turn number 2, it is not working out for him. I mean, he is doing well on the straights, but those corners are just really, really not helping his team out trying to get this victory here today. But 2 more laps to go right there for the car 5 of Dan Arnold. Like we said previously and all night long, Brent Hamilton behind the wheel of Renee Weeks' machine. White flag goes out that time. And it's going to be Dan Arnold, who had misfortune in qualifying. Couldn't even see out of the front of his machine and got 3rd fastest. And right now, he's coming around turn number 4 to try to make as much as he can of this weekend. And it will be Dan Arnold with a new side panel and a victory to add to his belt here tonight. Heat race victory number 3. Eric Irwin making the field as well, 2nd in car number 50. Brent Hamilton in car number 23, 3rd. 4th, you'll find Brandon Galloway in car 36G. 5th, you'll find Lance Grady. John Ferguson, 6th. And 7th, going to be car 8 of Gary Connor. Kerry Breeden in car 6th. And also Kelly Samuels and J.R. Guy not making the field here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have a small break in the action. Those were your 3 heat races for your Budweiser Modified.